Morning. I'm half ready for work. But I thought I had a little bit of time spare. So, and I woke up this morning and there was a comment from Angie. Thank you, Angie. And her comment said, because she's from the States, that over there they have a saying that everything in Texas is bigger. So she would like to see what Texas has to say. Right. Now my neighbour's dog is barking. Now, Texas was... Where are you? Let me find Texas. Oh, right. Texas is number 9. It's known as the Stampeder. Barbecuum grotescus. The habitat is backyard barbecues and tailgate parties. Right. You're joking. Wait for this, Angie. Everything is bigger in Texas. You don't say. The malls, the stadiums, and the farts. The Stampeder is the 10-gallon blast of noise, full of that hot Texas wind. Most popular in large social gatherings, such as the famous Texas barbecue, the Stampeder feeds on southern specialties like brisket, chili, and slaw. Yum. After everyone has fueled up on some good grub, the Stampeder is initiated by one upstart who is then joined by the crowd. The great rumbling that follows has often been mistaken for the sound of bulls charging. Let's do it again. Put it real close to my mic in case you didn't hear it. I'm going to get so good with these that when we do our own ones around home, I'll be able to name which country it's come from by the end of this. Right, so that's today's instalment of farts around the world. So I'm going to go and finish getting ready for work. Still rocking the Crocs. It'd be nice to wear some other shoes at some stage. Hello, I just had tea. Jess cooked. She made tandoori chicken, so that was nice. I feel a bit buggered. My eyes. I do take antihistamines every day, but today my eyes just feel like they're full of sand. So yeah, it was an interesting day actually, because pretty much once I got to work, sorry, I'm just trying to get comfortable. Once I got to work, I finished a couple of reports that I had to do, and it was cool. And then I was sort of floating, but I couldn't really go and do much because my foot was so damn sore. And there was a guy there. He was servicing our fire alarms, and then the fire alarm went off. And even though we knew, well, I knew that the guy was doing that, we still had to go out into the field, evacuate out onto the field, and it's quite a distance to walk. And by the time I got back, I was just shooting pain in my foot, so sore, and it's swollen quite a bit against my footwear. which is just my Crocs, and they're the loosest fitting things I've got. So I spent the most of the day quite uncomfortable, so when I got home I actually had to sleep on the couch for a couple of hours. And I've just been sitting here, so there's not a lot of video content, sorry. I've been sitting here knitting, and I just went on Disney Plus and I looked up. I saw Willow on there, and I watched the first 10 minutes or so, and it's... Nah, it's not my cup of tea. It's a bit... Oh, there's Jess. Say hi. Alright, she's in the bathroom now. Yeah, it wasn't my cup of tea. So I've just been sitting here knitting, and I've done... My plan is I'm just working on my cami, on my Ciao Bella camisole, and I just want to get to the next increase, and then I can work on the other stuff. Yeah, so now I'm just trying to find something else to watch on TV. Oh dear, sorry. Oh, I'm so poked. I'm so sore. But tomorrow, and the weather's a bit... It's been overcast for a few days and raining, and it's cooler than it has been. I think it's way cooler than spring was. And it's summer. But tomorrow we've got a principal's taking myself and the administration staff out for lunch. So there's something to look forward to. And then it's the weekend, and then we have one day at work, which is just loose ends, and then we have like a big Christmas lunch. We have breakfast, I think. They usually do breakfast end of term. They give out staff hours, which is their recognitions. So you get little slips of paper, and you can nominate people, just write down their name and something that you appreciate about them. And they pop them in a box, and someone draws out maybe half a dozen, and that person can go up and grab a prize. It's usually like a bottle of wine or some chocolates or whatever. And then we have the wooden spoon, and the wooden spoon is a massive wooden spoon, and that people are nominated for that for making big cock-ups. I was actually nominated for the wooden spoon. I won the wooden spoon my second ever term at work. So my library has got a mezzanine floor, and back when I started, which was 5 years ago, the year 13, so that's the senior students, used to be able to go up there and study, but a lot of them just used to go upstairs and muck around. And this boy had fallen asleep on the couch, and I was having a bit of a rough day. I'd had headaches and didn't feel well, so I walked up to the top of the stairs, looked around, couldn't see anyone, didn't bother going to shut down the computers. I thought, bugger it, and I went downstairs, turned off the lights, and went home, and a boy was asleep on the couch, so I locked him in the library. So I got the wooden spoon for that. Yeah, but the wooden spoon is something to look forward to, because it is really, 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 really funny, some of the stories. And depending on, and so then the person who got the wooden spoon the last time has to collate all the stories for the next time and award it to the next person, and it goes on and on and on. So we've got that, and then if we've got any staff leaving, we have farewells. We've got one lady who's been with us for 100 years. She's in her 70s, and she's finally retiring, so that'll be quite a big farewell for her. and then we will, and that will be a big lunch, and then afterwards there's a function somewhere at someone's house if we want to go later on. I think they've put it as a themed dress up, and it's a historical figure because the teacher that's leaving is a history teacher. But to be honest, with the way my foot's feeling, I really can't be bothered. Oh, yeah. So, my arm was sore. My arm got tired, sorry. So, yeah, so not a lot of content from me today. Sorry, guys. Where am I looking? So that needs to be 3.5 centimeters from that marker to here, and then I can do the next increase. So I'm nearly there. You can see where the last ones were, and then I can do a last minute thing of that, and I'll just make sure that I'm not pulling this and losing it off the needles. And I've done, so what's that, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 stripes I've done. And I've gotten this to 22, so I'm halfway. And it's a lot. Started off with 264 stitches, and with every stripe, which is 2 rows, is an increase of 4 stitches. So you're looking at over 300 stitches at the moment on here. Goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Yeah. What else was I going to tell you guys about? So yeah, so very, very quick, even though I've just spent like 10 minutes talking. Not a long one today. So I wish you all well. I will catch you tomorrow. I'm going to go and grab my ice pack and put it on my foot. And yeah, we'll see what tomorrow brings. Take care.